Okay, are the comments there or not? Let's have a look. I don't know. You've got kids mode on. Yeah, I knew I had kids mode on, but I don't know if it's changed now. So whether I've got to go back into YouTube Studio and do it. Can anyone say anything to me? Any comments? No? Maybe because I've got kids mode on still. No comments? Oh, well, this is going well, isn't it? Okay, so no comments. Right, I'm going to just go into my YouTube Studio and turn the kids mode. Oh, hang on. Oh, I am. I'm back. Okay. Okay. Good. Yep. Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Mary had a little lamb. Oh, thanks for telling me Spanish. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah. So how is everyone? So first of all, let's do the legal stuff. My name is not a Dr. Robert. This show is for information and fun only, and to share some moments with you all out there. And this is not legal advice or medical advice, because I'm not really a doctor. No, there is live chat. Someone just messaged me and said there's still no live chat. But there is some live chat. Try it. There really is, because I can see live chat going on. Watch this. Look. Hello. I'm going to go, hello. Yeah. Look at that. So how is everyone? Yes, I've done the legal stuff. I was going to show you this. I don't know if I can show you it. Where is it? Yeah, I was trying to get this up. It was my walk and talk today that I did, and I'm going to see if I can show you it. But I'll go live. I want to see it live on here as well, and make sure it actually does go through. It's just about 4 minutes. So bear with me. Oh, there I am. 6 watching. Right, okay. Why can't I see myself then? Okay, coming back to the chat. Can you guys all see me? Can someone tell me? Because I'm looking on here and I can't see it. Oh, there I am. Yeah, I can see myself now. Fucking, I look good on there, don't I? Yeah, so I'm going to try and just present this file to you, a video file, share screen. Is it a video file? No, share screen. Right, let's just go down here then, get that. There we are. And so I'm going to share the screen, present, share screen, window, share. Here we go. Let's see if you can see this. I hope you can anyway. Let's just see if I can see it before I just do it. Okay, let's try it. Let's just stop that a second. Could you see that? Tell me if you could see that, please. or not? Oh, I know. Maybe not because of that. Maybe. Could you see it? Could you see the video, everyone? This is going as well as Jason's sound issue last night, isn't it? You're like Bagpuss coming apart at the seams. It's really weird. Oh, stop sharing. Hang on. Right. So let's just, yeah. No, just your tabs. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, what the fuck's that all about, mate? I can see the screen, and yeah, I'm sharing all the screen. I don't know why. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to present it. I'm going to stop sharing that. Yeah, I'm just not. Mm. Cheers, Paul. I saw a screen, not a video. Cheers, everyone. So, how are you all? Let me say hello to people. Oh, we've got 13 people watching this wonderful show. Yeah, hi Spanish, hi Nubian, Paula. Who else is in? Let's have a look. Kitty, hi Kitty, and thanks everyone again for telling me that the and Mandy. Hello, Mandy. Nice of you to join us on Facebook. Thank you very much. And yeah, this is my Wednesday show. It's just a random one. I wasn't planning on doing a show. I'm going to. I sometimes do the show with Raconteurs News with Jimmy, and I'm going to help Jimmy out because Jason's on holiday next week. But I still might do a Wednesday health show next week. So I just thought I'd do a random one, jump on, show you some, discuss some news headlines maybe. What else have I got written down? I'm going to do something on migraines and essential oils as well. Just talk to you about that. I want to share, yeah, my. Oh yeah, I've got some new vitamins. So I ran out of B12, so I bought some myself. If you get this on Amazon at the moment, it's like 40% off. It's like normally £12. I'm not affiliated with Amazon, by the way. Not affiliated. Just affiliated with myself. Yeah, so yeah, B12 here. And it's like it's much cheaper on Amazon at the moment. So I bought 2 of them. And I'm gonna give this a go as well. I'm gonna give this a go. This is my new ultimate magnesium as well. So yeah, I'm just trying this out tonight. Oh, not tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna try them out. And yeah, it's got magnesium chelate. Oh god, I can't bloody see this for fucking looking. It's basically got lots of different magnesium forms in it. Eight different types of magnesium. 60-day supply, 120 capsules, 8 forms of magnesium. Supports stress and performance and cardiovascular health. Longevity box. Again, I've got nothing to do with them. I've looked them up and it looked pretty good. I like the mixture. I like the fact that it's not stuffed with anything, any fillers and things like that. I can't remember how much these were. I think they're about £16. So they're not cheap, but it depends on what cost you put on your health, doesn't it? Really, I suppose. So yeah. How's everyone anyway? What do you have for your dinner tonight? I'm still trying to go as low carb as possible. I did. I had burgers tonight, but no chippies. I had 2 burgers with salad stuffed in them, and you know, everything else that's meant to be good for you as well. Tomatoes, cucumber, some roquet. Rocky. Good evening, Mr. Partridge. How are you? I suppose people are just queuing up, waiting to go to see the cookie show as well. I can get that. I get that. My show's not for everyone. Um, but yeah, you either go to cookies or you. I don't know. This show's might be about an hour. I haven't really planned it. There may be also an after show. Let me know if you want an after show. Type in the box, and I'll because I can do an after show. I can certainly jump on for 20 minutes, half an hour for an after show chat. Excuse me. And I got a new book. Oh yeah, I also got. So I've also ordered some niacinamide as well, which is very good for your blood sugars. And I hear it's also very good for your skin. Apparently, it's getting very, very popular in ladies products, face creams, and things like that. So yeah, I've ordered some of that this week, and some more ascorbic sodium ascorbate, which is another form of vitamin C. So yeah, and I make my own capsules. I don't know if I think I'm sure I've told you, but anyway, if you're new to the show, because I have had some new subscribers, thanks to all the new subscribers, and welcome to all the new subscribers. Yeah, I've got some capsules, and I make up my own stuff. So yeah, I'll be making some new capsules up, and what else have I got here that I want to discuss with you? I got a new book as well. Well, it's an old book, but a new one. But I just looked it up, funny enough, in the date that it was printed. And I'm going to show you it in a second. It was printed in 2018, and you'll understand the relevance why. It's called Conspiracy Theories. Not that I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm just someone that doesn't believe the government and anything they tell me. So good evening, Tony, and thank you again, Tony, for telling me there's no chat and Spanish as well. That was all a bit weird, wasn't it? And good evening, Miss Blue Sky as well. Chris, I've already said hello to, and anyone else who I've missed. Just looking at the chat. Anyone got anything interesting to say? Audio good, gonna need more salve, Paula. How rude. I've just run out, actually. I'm not here for self-promotion. I'm just here for you. I'm just here for you. Did you enjoy last week's show? It was Steve to Goose. I sent Steve the link, actually. I didn't know if he might be watching. But yeah. And Mahatma's in. Hello. Hi, Mahatma. Does anyone know the cheapest source of purified water? I want to make more colloidal silver. You make your own colloidal silver, do you, Matt? I have seen the little machines, and I have been thinking about making my own one. I just find it quite cheap to buy, if I'm honest with you. I mean, distill your own. You can buy distilled water, can't you? From the shops, if you haven't got a water distiller. I mean, I distill my own water, Matt. But yeah, you can get it from, because they sell distilled water for batteries, don't they, and everything. So Chris has been sleeping today, recovering from 6 days a week, working last night. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I briefly had a message chat with Chris, and he said that he's been pretty busy. There you go. Tony's even said water distiller. But the thing is, Matt, if you haven't bought a water distiller, that's going to be a big expense. But I mean, I would personally, recommend using or investing in a water distiller anyway, because I think they're just brilliant. Because personally, I think the water's really full of crap. It's got, I mean, where I am here in Bedfordshire, it's full of fluoride, as well as normal chlorine and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, any reason, Matt, distilled hasn't got the minerals, etc.? No, that's right, Matt. It hasn't got the minerals, but you can remineralize your water by either just taking a pinch of salt, and if you eat enough salt, um, then you don't need to remineralize it. I mean, if you watch, yeah, I mean, I did the video with Amanda Volmer, and even she said that you know, I mean, you can put water has a memory as well. So, you put your energy into the water, um, and that will also affect yourself. So it's like putting your intention into it. So, I think you should. From what I understand, Matt, anyway, making colloidal silver, it's got to be distilled water, from what I understand. But yeah, I mean, and again, if you want the minerals back in your body, you just get a couple of pinches of salt, put it under your tongue, let it melt, and then drink your water, and then that'll also then the minerals and the water then gets into your cells as well. And so that's everything that I've read says that's the best way to get it back into your body. Um, I mean, look, pretty un I'm pretty unhealthy, and all I drink is distilled water. I also do drink bottled water as well. I mean, I know that's been carried by plastic, and you got the whole BPA thing, bisphenol A, etc. But most of my water is distilled, and I've recently discovered that distilling your water also keeps your room nice and warm as well. So there's a bonus to it, although that is expensive to do. It's pretty expensive to do. But I mean, I was working it out the other day. I mean, I don't know if anyone's got any ideas about keeping warm. I mean, the obvious one, if you're in a room, is a hot water bottle, isn't it? That's one of the most obvious ones. Extra clothing and stuff like that. That's a good way of keeping warm and keeping your bills down, because everyone's complaining about how cold it's been, and how expensive it is to stay warm at the moment. So yeah, hot water bottle, maybe an extra blanket on your bed, or blanket. Don't hear that anymore, do you? Blanket. um, Kitty saying candles. I don't know. I don't know about. It's a little bit dangerous, isn't it? You can do the whole candle thing. I mean, if I had no power whatsoever, um, I would use the whole. I would use candles and things like that, but it can be a bit dangerous. But yeah, have you got any other ideas other than that to stay warm? I suppose drinking lots of hot drinks, maybe as well. That's another way of staying warm. Long johns. I like that, Chris. That's a really good one. Yeah, that's a really good one to stay warm. Long johns, because Chris, do you wear them? Do you wear your long johns when you're on your new scooter, when you're scooting to work? Chris has got a new scooter. I'm sure he won't mind me telling you that. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's even colder this year, if that's possible, says Miss Blue Sky. We did have a hot summer, though. It was, I mean, typically that does normally mean, doesn't it, that you're going to have a bad, a harsher winter. My sister, who's not in tonight, she's not watching the chat tonight. She was telling me she's out in Spain, and about an hour from Malaga, and she said it's only about 5 degrees there. Get so pissed you're oblivious to the cold. It's a good tip, Tony. But it's not very cheap, is it? Unless it's shitty cider, I suppose. It's quite expensive to drink these days, isn't it? Paula, silk or wool next to skin, thin. Let's pull this one out. Okay. Silk or wool next to skin, thin layers, wool up, cotton if possible. I hear linen. is meant to be very good for you as well, because it's meant to be very anti Wi-Fi and things like that. Even old army blankets make great ponchos. Yeah, I've got a few ponchos. If no one saw it, my start off was my cat hat. Well, yeah, that was the first show, and that was rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. This is my solution to staying warm. See, look. If you all wear a cat hat, yeah, it does keep you warm. I must admit, it's you know, it's quite good. Maybe I should just do the whole show with the cat on, you know, because it does. Although it's starting to get a little bit too warm in here, you know, it really is. Yeah, so that's one way, isn't it? I've got these great gloves as well. I had these made for me. These are llama wool gloves. Yes, believe it or not, and they are really, really warm. Really warm. What's being said in the chat? Let's have a look. Neck snood. Clothes with a fleece inner layer, and yeah, Paul is right with wool. Chris is saying neck snood to keep your neck warm. Yep, absolutely. And not cold tea. Don't drink cold tea; it's horrible. Did the llama contest? I had to hold it down. I had it in a half Nelson at the time, Tony. Yeah, I had it in a half Nelson while someone shaved its, you know. Yeah. Paula, Chris, I've inherited a genuine beaver hat. No, that's not a euphemism. Yeah, there you go, Miss Blue Sky. Yes, big pussy alert. Yeah, and that's not a euphemism either. Yeah. Burning Christians was a thing. Oh dear. Alert mad chat. Yes, yeah. Dear Robert, have cats. I bet that head freaks them out. I think I have tried it, but I need to video it, Chris. You're right. Yeah, my partner's got cats. She's only got 3 though. So yeah, I do need to do the whole video with them. Spanish chicken. Here's some dark humor from Spanish chicken. Go down the crematorium. They're as busy as fuck. That will keep you warm. I tell you what's happened, right? And goodbye to all of those who have just left us to go to Cookie's show. In the Morrisons, they've now got like they did a they did a refit, and they've now got a community room, and 4 days a week now, it's like a stay warm room. So they encourage you to, you know, just like if you're old or young, I don't suppose, it's whatever, but yeah, you can literally just sit in their community room and stay warm and not pay any money in your to heat your own house. It's I mean, I heard about this was going to happen, so yeah, it's actually it's really happening. Miss Blue Sky, pop a hot water bottle in your bed. That will keep you toasty enough whilst you fall asleep. Yep. I think you can, you can get electric blankets still, can't you? I don't like the idea of electric blankets. No, there's just something a bit scary about that. In fact, I can tell you a story. I know it's not a story; it's for real, because my brother, I think it was my brother. You got to be old enough to understand that. I'm sure it was my brother. He turned his electric blanket on one day, and the thing caught fire. I think that put me off electric blankets. Can't say you blame me, can you? Really? Electric blankets feel like cheating, says Chris. Yeah, yeah, you could be right there. You could be right. So yeah, did you enjoy the show last night, everyone? If you watched it, I did. It was a little bit heavy, wasn't it? It was a little bit heavy, but it was one of those chats, isn't it? But that's what you get with raconteurs news. Yeah, he pays you money, he takes your choice. So yeah, this is my new book. For those of you who are still here, look at that. Look at that. You're salivating, aren't you now? Come on. Come on. I mean, was that the find of the year so far in the charity shop, mate? Charity shop. That was the find of the year. And so this was written in 2018 by a guy called Michael Robinson. And of course, I've got to go to the deadly diseases bit. Yeah. And they've got HIV. I'm going to read you some of this as well. So HIV in the 1980s, a new epidemic struck the United States of America and Europe. Originally, it had been largely confirmed to gay men in major cities, confined rather, such as San Francisco and New York. The issue was highlighted when a number of high-profile celebrities died from the disease. Subsequently, research revealed that the HIV AIDS virus can be spread in a number of ways, such as blood contamination, as well as from having unprotected and is not confined to men or to homosexuality. Turn the page over. And then it says, most scientists agree that it originated in a non-human species such as monkeys and may well have been transmitted by the practice of eating so-called bushmeat. However, not everyone is convinced by this explanation. Some believe the US scientists created the virus unintentionally whilst working on an experimental cancer cure during the Nixon administrations in the 1970s. Yeah, all right. And then you've got the secrets of Plum Island as well, where they allegedly released the Lyme's disease as well. But the one that really caught my eye. Yes, can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is yet? SARS, you know what? So SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome, was first detected in late 2002 in China with some 8,000 cases and slightly less than 10%. Officially, the Chinese have blamed a particular species of bat for the spread of the virus. But theories of an American conspiracy to use biological warfare, it goes on, have been suggested by Chinese and Russian scientists. Because SARS is not a naturally occurring human virus and is linked to animal origins, it's been suggested due to its man-made, although the evidence for this remains inconclusive. And then it's got Ebola as well. It's got the old Ebola virus in it. Then it talks about secret experiments. It's great. It's a great book, actually. And look, it even talks about eugenics. It's fantastic. So yeah, and look, chemtrails. It's got the light. Honestly, it's got the light. It's great. It really is. Let's have a look. What's people been saying? Let's turn this around. Actually, there you go. Turn that like that, so I can see this a bit better. SARS, MERS, all invented, says Spanish. There. Blood transfusions killed a shit ton of people, says Spanish. Miss Blue Sky, it sounded like you were going to introduce your new memoir then. Sloths are great, but I never knew how cool raccoons were. Yeah. Chris says I rewatched the video on Richard D. Hall's channel explaining who they are. It really makes you think the whole world is a literal mafia racket run out of Switzerland. Quite possibly. Wouldn't surprise me. Why the colour Black Death, Scarlet Fever, Yellow Fever, Blue Waffle? It's all mad. Yeah, I agree, Paula. Nicole's here. Hi, Nicole. I know Nicole is from another channel, so welcome, Nicole. Nice to see you. Really nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. And everyone's saying hello to her there. What else have we got? Oh, and if you like this, do hit the thumbs up, please. Please hit the thumbs up if you like the show. How long have we been doing so far? 32 minutes. It was a terrible start, but we're doing all right. So yeah, I've got. What else did I want to talk to you about? I've done that. Let's just do some. Oh yeah, I saw this health story here. I saw this on Richie Allen. I thought this was good. 3,000 more Brits than usual are dying each week. What's going on? And this is according to the Mail Online. So it says that this is the highest number of excess deaths since 3,429 in the week to February the 12th, 21, when the UK was experiencing its second wave of COVID-19 infections, and jabs had only just begun. On that occasion, deaths involving the DIVC accounted for 37% of all those registered, according to the Office of National Statistics. But the most recent week, DIVC-19 accounted for just 5% of the total, meaning other factors are likely to be driving the high level of mortality. Health experts say this includes ambulance delays, long waits in A&E, unmet during the pandemic, and major backlogs for routine NHS care. Excess deaths, sometimes known as extra deaths, are the number of deaths that are above average for the same period in previous years. This winter has seen a sharp spike in the figures from with deaths 21% and 20% above average in the last 2 weeks of December, followed by a 14% and 20% in the first 2 weeks of January. The Royal College of Emergency Medicine has warned up to 500 people a week are dying as a result of ambulance and treatment delays. Excluding the pandemic, that's the worst figures since 1951. Health Minister Maria, in fact, Germany has got higher excess deaths at 15.6%, Finland at 20.5%, and Poland at 13.3%. So, yeah, it's not looking great, is it? And they're trying to blame all sorts of delays, but I'm sure we can all use our brains and not trust the government and what they try and tell us about what really is causing the excess deaths. Got a story I want to share with you all. Let me come back to my screen whilst I do it, so I can see myself. And so I was chatting with my neighbour this week, and I haven't, you know, how everyone hibernates over the winter, don't they? And I was chatting with my neighbour, and I saw him out there, and he's only a young, you know, he's late 20s, maybe early 30s, mid 30s max, and I hadn't seen him for ages. I said, "All right, Wayne, how are you?" So he said, "Yeah." He said, "I haven't been well." I said, "Oh," I said, "Sorry to hear that, mate. What are you doing with your bike then?" He said, "Oh, he said, I'm doing it up just because I'm selling it." I said, "Oh," I said, "I thought you liked your bikes and everything." He said, "Yeah." He said, "My dad's died." He said, he got a cancer, and within 6 weeks he was dead. And I said, "Well, when was that then?" And he said, "Oh, that was only in November." He said, "We buried him in December." He said, "And the bills just come through for the for the funeral." And it was like, he said, it was like 3.5 grand for a basic funeral, and they did most of it themselves, organized most of it themselves. And so there's more to the story. And I said, "Yeah, you." I said, "So how are you? You okay?" He goes, "I've been so sick." He said, "I've been so ill." I said, "Well, is this, when did you get ill?" And he went, "Oh, it was about a week after, we buried my dad." I said, "Well," I said, "you're probably under stress, and your body is like, you've got really low out of becoming stressed and everything." And he said, "No, I've never had anything like this." He said, "I couldn't." He said, "It was like a flu, but it was like a gastric flu." He said, "But," he said, "I was off work." He said, "For about 2 weeks." He said, "And he said, I literally lost all my energy." He said, "I've never suffered anything like this before." He said, "It was absolutely dreadful, and I lost nearly 2 stone in weight." I mean, this guy wasn't particularly overweight anyway. And he said how everyone was commenting on seeing his cheekbones again because they hadn't seen them for years at work. But then he went on to say this. He said, "The bastards at work," he said, he said, "They've stopped people having so much time off work now for family deaths." I said, "Why is that then?" So he said, "Apparently so many people at work, their relatives are dying, they've had to change the policy." He said, nearly everyone he knows someone in their family that has died in the last sort of 6 months. So I'm just talking about excess deaths there, and straight out of the sheep's mouth. I mean, no disrespect to him, but I said, did you take the old didgeridoo, the treble top?" And he went, "Yeah." I said, "Do you think there's a big elephant in the room? Why people are dying?" And he sort of looked at me, and I said, I said, it must be, there must be some sort of coincidence. But he doesn't take any vitamins or anything. So I've said to him, I'm going to help him. I'm going to give him a list of vitamins to take to try and build him back up and everything. But there you go. I mean, Denny was saying that he didn't, in Germany, he doesn't know anyone who's, been ill that's had you know, the treble top. But I mean, there was an article today about it as well. About, oh, I just told you there, in Germany, the excess deaths are up as well. So again, it's not a lie. It's a fact. People don't know why it's going on. Let's have a quick look in the chat. So yeah, we were talking about keeping warm. Give me your ideas to stay warm that I can share with the world here. No, I'm not going to do any Rolf jokes, Spanish. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah. SARS, MERS, all invented. I'm with you. I mean, people know that I'm not, um, a big believer in the whole germ theory, and that's it. And Amanda Vollmer, I've read an article about that recently as well. And yeah, I'm more convinced than ever that it's germ theory. One of the This is one of the things that I'll share that I remembered seeing before, and that is that when they had the Spanish flu, not the Spanish chicken flu. That's if you get too much of his chat coming into the chat. That's the Spanish chicken flu, and you start to really talk bullshit. Um, the Spanish flu, right? There was a lot of going on in people's arms, especially the people in the army. But what they tried to do in order to prove that viruses and germs exist, okay, is they literally got they did a couple of experiments. I've read this, and it said they some people actually took their spit and it went into other people's mouths. These people that were ill, that were down really, really ill. And they put them all in the same room as well. And then they also injected um, people's germs into other people's bodies as well. And every experiment they tried to make someone who was okay unwell failed. It completely failed. So that's one thing. But there's a lot of evidence, and again, if you, I have posted on my Telegram chat as well, actually, a link to Amanda Vollmer's article, but I will, and I'll try and put that in the chat as well, or in the notes after the show. But yeah, it was I don't believe it, and the more the older I'm getting, and the more I look into this. I mean, I can never explain it to you in 2 minutes or anything like that, but maybe I will do a show on it one day. Let's have a look in the chat. What's going on? Oh, Jerry. Hello, Jerry. How you doing? Jerry's in. How do you do? Just in, Jerry. Nice to see you. Yeah, give me your ideas, Jerry. Jerry, you got any ideas how to stay warm cheaply? We've had a few suggestions. See if you can come up with anything better. Oh, there we go. Look, Martin Jonathan Beale, not on YouTube. Strange indeed. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'm posting this on Martin. I'm posting this on my YouTube channel, which is Health Freedom, and I share the stream. Jason lets me. I'm one of the administrators on his show as well, so I just broadcast this out onto Facebook at the same time. So, sorry if that's confused you. Yeah, I'm just going to say. So, Spanish says, "ONS bollocks. All deaths were called Divok as the hospitals got paid more, whilst the nurses were learning dance routines and TikTok, etc." Yep. Jerry is saying Ireland, I think 17.5. Not sure what that means. Chris, when Robert coughs like that, he sounds like a Freemason. Spanish check-in, you can have a non-attended cremation for £700. Who's going to pay? That's a bit weird, isn't it? What does that mean? So you just can you just take him away and just burn him? Here's 700 quid. It's really horrible, isn't it? That's just really horrible. Yeah, Nicole, it is really sad. It was really sad about his dad. I really feel for him. Personally, I know a lot of people that are, are getting also problems from, the you know what as well. And it's not, it could be just coincidence, but I mean, who knows? Who knows? Um, uh, let's have a look. No jibby jab for me, Nicole. Well done. um, let's have a look. What was it? Hot water bottles, only a fiver each. Get a few. Yeah, yeah. I talked about that, Martin. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hot water bottles. It is a cheap way of keeping warm. I sat down. I did some. I think I did some figures. Well, I hope I got it right. I think at the moment we're paying like 37p a kilowatt or something like that in electricity, and so half a kilowatt is like a 500 watts or something like that. And if you've got one of these blow heaters, okay, they're normally about 400, 500 watts. So you can almost work it out that an hour is going to cost you about, 20p an hour, something like that, to run one of those constantly. And they're not as efficient, obviously, as central heating. But if you're in one room, I mean, that's, if I'm at home and I'm, rather than turning on, and also, obviously, don't, have the radiators. If you are going to have your central heating on, don't have your radiators on in your other rooms that you're not using. What's the point? There's no point whatsoever. Um, let's have a look. Paula's got an idea for death. So someone knows, set fire to your family. Pause. For free on the beach. Set fire to your family for free on the beach. If they agree first, obviously, it's good for the fish. Mm. So I suppose that must be legal. Must be legal, Paula. Let me know if that is legal. Legal. Oh, Jimmy's in. Where's Jimmy? Oh, there you are, Jimmy. Didn't know you snuck in there, mate. I thought you'd be on the cookie show. Nice to see you, mate. Oh, you might be flicking between the two. I'm going to share the show with Jimmy on Tuesday. Jimmy's going to do the first hour on Raconteurs News. If you don't watch Raconteurs News, do so. If you want to see more of my ugly mug and Jimmy and Jason, watch Raconteurs News on Tuesdays and Fridays. So next Tuesday, I'm going to share the show with Jimmy. Jimmy's going to do the first hour, and then I'm going to jump on with him on the second hour. What else? He was so she left no money. What can you do? Yeah. People saying hello to Jimmy there. Don't trust treated pallets, Paula. They're toxic. Yeah, very good point. Oh, everything. Come on. the chemtrails are toxic, aren't they, as well? I mean, the sea's getting poisoned all the time anyway. So everything's toxic. I wouldn't mind us. There we go. Look, I wouldn't mind using old Christmas trees. Old Christmas trees. That's recycling. Yeah, it's a good point. Good time to do it this time of year. I suppose the other thing is, Paula, if you're not near the beach, you've got to get the body down to the beach. So you've got that whole, carrying a dead body in the back of your car routine. Nah, 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 nah. Hello, Sonny. What do we have here, then? That's my relative in the back there, officer. Oh, yeah. Pull the other one, then. Come on. No, I'm just taking him for a burning on the beach. It's the Burning Dad Festival. Burning Man Festival. Burning Dad Festival. I don't know how do you want to go? How do you want to die? Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be buried or do you want to be cremated? Personally, I do want to be um, buried, and I do want a headstone. And what I want on my headstone, there, I'm putting it on. It's all on screen now. So when my sons look at this, when I'm long gone, right? Think of me. Yes, think of this conversation, boys. I'm here, and I want on my tombstone. Spanish will like this one. Thank fuck he's gone. My dad's got a nice one. When my dad, when you used to walk in a room with my dad always used to say, "Hello, remember me?" So we had it written on his tombstone. So every time you go to his tombstone, that's what it says there. So it puts a smile on your face. So yeah, I'd like "Thank fuck he's gone" written on mine. Um, Let's have a look. Oh, well, Paul is confirming it. It's not legal, but there are hundreds of beaches. How can they police it? It's very true. It's very true. But I do worry about carrying a dead body in the back of the car. My nearest beach is at 2 hours. Good 2 hours. Um, Paula's beach isn't very far away. I don't think from where she is in Cornwall. Um, Jerry Sandy watched the show back last night. Loved your guess, but he needs to fight the important battles for now and forget the other stuff. Yep. Nicole saying candles. Yep. A few people have said that, Nicole, to stay warm. Use candles as well. It does heat up a room. You're right. Um, just be careful, obviously. Safety first. And the Wi-Fi's in. Hello, Wi-Fi man. There are 1,350 active volcanoes spewing gases every day. Tumbleweeds. I think volcanic ash is meant to be very good, isn't it? Volcanic ash is meant to be very good. Um, I use candles around my apartment to heat when the power went out. Um, I think Nicole's in America actually, and so that's why she's got um, some examples there of the power going down. I've got those tea light candles, and I've got I do that. I've tried it out where you get a you can put bricks around it and heat the bricks up as well. And I was going to do it on if things get really bad. I was going to do it on the top of my oven and heat because bricks will retain heat that way as well. So that's a good way. So candles, you can use it that way as well. I saw a good one as well where you put you get, is it pure alcohol? I think it is. And you get a toilet roll and you put it in a can. Yeah, and you get and then you pour pure alcohol. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone, please, because this is not advice, by the way. And literally, obviously, you got to be careful because it's flames. But you put pure alcohol on a toilet roll. You just stuff the toilet roll into a tin can, and if you like that, it will stay lit for hours, and that'll create some sort of heat. The other thing, I must share this with you. This is what I've got as well. So I've got one of those stoves, those gas stoves, camping stoves, and I bought these. And if you buy them out of season, I got these for £1 each. Now I've seen these on eBay for 4 of these for 12 quid. And so, and I bought I've got about 32 of them. 16 of them. I've got 16 of them. So again, if I have a power cut or the gas goes down or whatever, at least I've got some heat. So it's things like that you can do to, again, just to stay warm. I might get that out actually. See how, and just, but again, make sure you've got some ventilation if you're using anything like any sort of flame and things. Make sure there's some ventilation. All right, let's get rid of that comment. Paula doesn't care whether she gets caught. I love Paula. Well done, Paula. I'd like to be disposed of in a giant arc flash, says Chris Partridge. Excellent. Spanish, couldn't give a fuck. I'll be on my next journey. I'll be on my next journey. Yeah. And he's saying if he dies, he doesn't matter which way he goes. It's true. Nicole wants to be cremated. For the record, Nicole's family. Weef man, I think we'll be able to taken away. I think we'll all be taken away and executed. Yes, but how, Weefy man? How are they going to execute us? Hung, drawn, and quartered. The unjabbed would be farmed. Oh dear, I love these comments. Let's have a look. They put a tax on candles now. They put up tax on candles now. Jerry, is that real? Are you serious? Are you serious? When did that happen? Is that just a joke? Maybe I'm sure you're just joking. Yeah. Kitty's got lots of dinner candles, but no one around for dinner. There we go. Here's an idea from Weefman. Carbon foam rolled up in vegetable oil. There we go. Nice. Okay. I don't know what carbon foam is. Maybe you can elaborate. Oh, yeah. There you go. Nicole's friend does it. My friend does it, and it's called an alcohol lantern. Thanks, Nicole. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. So yeah, I must see, and it's quite cheap, isn't it, to buy the alcohol and things like that. So yeah, and apparently it lasts for hours and hours. So this is getting like a prep show, isn't it now? It's very exciting. My son, Spanish, knows that I got a power bank, and my son went camping the other day, and he used my power bank. So yeah, he said it was very handy. So if the power goes down, at least I've got some to keep the lights on and things like that here. Paula says, "Oh, there you go. Weefy man even concurs with me. Millets were doing 8 tins of gas for 15 quid." Okay, well that's not too bad, but it's still, yeah. I went to one of those pound shops, Weefy, and I got them for £1, and they're all the same, aren't they? No different. Jimmy's saying, check out H calorie heaters for RVs. Puts out 8 kilowatts for 16 cents an hour diesel. Works off battery power, so you can charge with solar. For RVs. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can't have those in your house, though, can you, Jimmy? Can you? Or am I being silly? I don't know. Footballers are shot in the temple. The footballers are telling you in their celebrations. Are they? That's a bit scary, isn't it? And Spanish has bought the grave next to his dad's in 1989. I own the land. Yeah, funny you should say that actually, because when my dad died, we bought a double grave, and we thought we were going to put my brother down with him, but no, she had him cremated. His wife had him cremated, and now my mum's turned around and said, "No, I'm going to be cremated." So she doesn't want to go down either. So that leaves my younger brother and me. So it's like, who's going to get it? I wonder. It's so expensive now. You know, I remember when we bought it all those years ago. It really is. Let's have a look. Diesel heaters seem to be cheaper than electric, Jimmy. Yeah. I even got a discount living in the town. Costs 190 quid. Is that right? Oh, yeah. That was back in 1989. Yeah, it'd be interesting in Spanish to see how much it costs now, wouldn't it? That's probably why people are also cremating as well, because it's cheaper, isn't it? Than burying someone. Much cheaper. Yeah, am I right about roughly the cost of like 1 kilowatt, like half a kilowatt is a 500 watt. Like, so if it says 500 watt, maybe someone can just confirm this. If it says 500 watt, that's half a kilowatt, correct? And so if you've got a heater that says 500 watts, and I think at the moment we're paying about 37p a kilowatt, if someone can confirm that. So therefore, if you halve that, it's, you know, roughly 16, 17 pence, 18 pence, isn't it? Something like that. 2 18s of 36, isn't it? Yeah, or something like that. I don't know. My maths is terrible. Jerry's saying convection heater with candles. Okay. Nice. Oh, right. Here we go. So Chris says, so 8 kilowatt for 16 cents. Oh, right. So who was saying 16 cents? Who was saying that? Oh, Jimmy said. So Jimmy said, Chris, 16 cents per hour. So that's what a diesel heater costs. I see. Right. And then Chris said, yeah, 8 kilowatts for 16 cents. I pay 29p per kilowatt. Yeah, I thought it was 37, Chris, but I could be wrong. You know, I suppose it depends on maybe the area you live in. I thought the average is about 37. Yep. Right. Single glaze or double deckers. Yep. Has anyone built their own coffin yet? You could sleep in it for a laugh. You're dark, Mr. Partridge. Very, very dark. Oh, Weefy. 10k for a hole in the wall at Hendon Cemetery. My friend got one 100 years. They turf him out. You down at Hendon, Weefy? That's where I used to hang out. I used to live in Colindale. Yeah, I used to work at Brent Cross Shopping Centre. Cheapest burials is in Nepal. They dump the body on mountain and then let the buzzards eat you. There you go. What did you have? Anyone heard anything funny? What they've got on their grave? So yeah, I said earlier that I want written on mine. Thank fuck he's gone. Consecrated ground only lasts so long now. Yeah, okay. Jimmy, it's a sensible use of a body, in my honest opinion. Yeah, yeah. And we've caught up with the chat. We've done an hour so far. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about some. I did have on the original show my some essential oils up. but for some reason I said the show was okay for kids to watch, and so there was no no chat appearing. A Weefing Man. Nice pig shop in Colindale. Arseholes are plenty. It's something Agenda 20 run round there now. Do you know Colindale Parade, Weefy? Because I used to work at the music shop called Ebony and Ivory that used to be next to Woolworths, which is now, or was, when I was last down there, it was many years ago. It was a Weatherspoons. It was one of the first Weatherspoons I ever saw built. Yeah, I used to work in the piano shop there. So yeah, essential oils from you know, if you get a migraine, there's 6 essential oils that can help you. A migraine is not just a headache, but a headache on steroids. It's one of the most debilitating neurological disorders and manifests itself in a variety of symptoms. Okay. And it goes on to say how many people suffer from migraines. I used to get migraine. I used to get something called a stress migraine, and it would come out in my occipital nerve, which is in the eye, so the optic nerve. And what I would get, I don't know if anyone can associate with this, it would be like a flashing, and it would go like this, and then go across, and then I'd be like a bit flash blind, and it would take about 15-20 minutes for it to stop. And yeah, I worked it out that it was all down to stress. It really was. So the causes of migraine are, number one, stress, strong stimuli like loud noises, bright lights can bring it on, sun glare and pungent odors, certain foods such as cheese, salty and processed foods, hormonal changes, fluctuations in estrogen, oral contraceptives, hormone replacement, sleeping pills, changes in atmospheric pressure in the weather. Yeah, you know, I don't know about you. I'm quite sensitive when there's going to be an electrical storm. You can almost feel the negative ions and things like that. You can just smell sometimes the weather changing. I know it might sound really weird. Disruption in the wake sleep pattern as well. Physical exertion and fasting or staying hungry for long breaks. Yeah, that's another one with fasting. You've got to be conscious of that when you do fast, you can get a headache as well. I'd also probably say lack of water. That's not there really, but then again, because like some people fast, but they still drink water. Yeah, constipation, mood swings, a general feeling of exhaustion, frequent yawning, stiffness in the neck, food cravings. Let's have a look. Prevention of a migraine then. Identify your migraine triggers and avoid them the best you can. Learn stress management. Get ample sleep and maintain a steady sleep cycle. Don't starve your body for long periods. Stay hydrated. There we go. Get rid of your smoking habit. I have. Thank you very much. Exercise regularly. I did today. I'm back walking again. I did a video and I posted it on my Telegram channel, which I will post after this into the chat. Well, I might do it in a minute. And also my Instagram channel. I went for a walk today and I did a 4-minute video for you to watch or have a laugh at. I was going to start it on here, but yeah, it all went a bit wrong. And I couldn't work it out. When to consult a doctor. A sudden dropping on one side of the face, or drooping rather, slurred speech, a sudden and severe attack without any forewarning symptoms, fainting, unusual weakness in the limbs and fever. That's when you should consult a doctor. So what essential oils can you treat a migraine with? Okay, so we've got here peppermint essential oil. Dilute 2 or 3 drops of peppermint oil with 1 to 2 teaspoons of coconut oil and rub it on your shoulders, forehead, and the back of your neck. Lavender essential oil. Add 5 to 10 drops of lavender oil to a bowl of warm water. Lean over the bowl and take a deep breath to inhale the vapors, and that will help reduce your headache. I've done that myself actually as well, and that really does help me. Eucalyptus essential oil. Mix 1 drop of eucalyptus oil into 1 teaspoon of any carrier oil and apply it to your forehead, temples, and chest. Chamomile essential oil. Dilute a few drops of chamomile oil with 1 to 2 teaspoons of any carrier oil and use it to massage your temples and forehead. And lastly, one of my new favorite ones that I'm using at the moment, rosemary essential oil. Add 1 to 2 drops of rosemary oil to a cup of tea, water, or soup when experiencing migraine attacks. Okay. Oh, so it's, I suppose, to eat it, to literally ingest it. Well, I've never heard that before. Never heard that before. Pregnant women should consult their doctor before using any essential oils, and all essential oils used should be of therapeutic grade. Peppermint essential oil. Peppermint oil is one of the most commonly used essential oils to treat migraine headaches. Okay. And let's have a look. Lavender essential oil. Lavender oil, being anti-inflammatory in nature, helps to mitigate the damage caused by headaches and migraines, and it also helps to dilate the blood vessels. Lavender essential oil. A 2013 study published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine further corroborates these findings by proposing lavender oil inhalation as a beneficial migraine management method. There we go. Eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus essential oil is traditionally used to treat different types of headaches, including those experienced by migraine sufferers. This essential oil works best for migraine attacks that are caused by chronic sinusitis. I used to suffer with that as well quite badly. Eucalyptus oil, according to a 2009 study published in the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry, the leaves of the eucalyptus plant exhibit potent anti-inflammatory activity. Another study findings that the pain relieving and anti-inflammatory effect and I can't read that I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's saying that it's really good for you. So there you go. Chamomile essential oil. The properties in chamomile essential oil can help reduce migraine headaches. A 2014 study published that chamomile oil is a novel but effective medicine for the relief of migraine. Rosemary essential oil is another effective option for the migraine relief essential oil. It helps treat headaches because of the stimulating anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties of the chemotype 1 to 8 Sinoli. It has calming effect on the body and helps reduce stress and insomnia and common triggers of headaches. So I think that. Oh, and so it's also got a last one here, marjoram essential oil. Marjoram is much touted for its antidepressant, anti-anxiety, and sedative properties. Furthermore, it works as a muscle relaxant, reducing the muscle pain associated with tiredness. Another feather in its cap is marjoram oil's ability to mitigate stress and tension headaches. In fact, researchers have advanced marjoram as a beneficial agent for overall brain health, owing to its effectiveness in strengthening brain tissue. It is on an account of this healing property that marjoram oil has emerged as a promising ingredient for treating headaches induced by hangovers or drug and sugar withdrawal. Fill your room with aromatic goodness of marjoram by adding a few drops of marjoram sweet essential oil to a vaporizer or burner. I love marjoram. I add that's one of my ingredients in for my bolognese sauce. I love marjoram. It's really good. So I'm going to post this in the chat here. So let me just copy that. Come back to here and let's put it in here. So if anyone wants to read this article, please do so. I found it. I thought it was a really good article. So there you go. There you go. Let's go back to the chat. Guess, let's have a look. Nice pig shopping Colloidal. Oh yeah, I got to that one, didn't I? Right. Yeah. Oh, Weefy. £1.49 a pint in there. Went a few months ago after snooker. I love the model shop next to Colloidal Station. Gone, of course. Oh, God, I don't remember that. Paula, Doom World won't work in my brain. I flip it to mood. It improves immediately. Okay. Oh, yeah. So when the pressure changes, I'm done. It's like a glass in my body. Okay. So that's the weather I'm assuming that you're talking about there. Spanish, try a foot massage for your blood flow everywhere. Is that from experience, Spanish? Anyone got any ideas for headache cures, migraines? Any suggestions other than that one? Please pop them in the chat and I'll share it with everyone. Let's have a look. Let's go here and let's have a look here. Let's just go there. Just going to chat a bit more here about shit. So yeah. I don't know if everyone. Matt Hancock is pushed and called a murdering scumbag as former health secretary is pursued onto tube train by Jabber, who also targeted Jonathan Dan Tam and Chris Whitty as police arrest the conspiracy theorists for assault. He didn't. I've seen the video. In my opinion, he didn't actually push him or anything like that. But it is quite funny to watch, and the guy doesn't really give a monkeys. But everyone should watch that because the man comes out with a lot of interesting facts about Mr. Hancock and what he did with Midazolam and everything like that, and how he pushed it. Let's have a look then. Latest health news. A miracle obesity cure or dangerous TikTok trend adored by Hollywood. The likes of blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Ozempic obvious weight loss benefit might not outweigh the risks. So they're talking about some thing to lose weight. Let's have a look. NHS Trust boss says hospitals are worst place to be in frank admission after dire state of crippled health service. What a surprise. Oh, look at this. Hope for more than 150,000 migraine sufferers as the NHS approves new wonder drug. Well, I did not know that was there. That's just weird. That's really strange. A new drug is set to transform the lives of thousands of migraine sufferers as after its NHS approval, NICE is recommending some new drug. So I'm not even going to say what it is. I can't even pronounce it, but I'm not that bothered anyway. Get ready for more booster jabs, everyone. UK health chiefs crank up plans for spring and autumn rollouts, which will be the 8th jab for hundreds of thousands of at-risk Brits. You lucky people. Come on, roll up. Get your arms up. Jesus. Oh, I made my own toothpaste this week as well. I made it with some essential oils, bicarbonate of soda, and with some coconut oil as well. You have to wet your brush and then just scrape it, and then use it. And it's I think it's all right, and it felt nice when I brushed my teeth. Forcing elderly drivers to do mandatory brain tests slashes car crash rates by 1 in 10, study suggests. A fifth of long DIVC sufferers still haven't returned to work a year after beating the you-know-what, and the majority are young people. Well, what a surprise. Patients with type 2 diabetes are at double the risk of dying from cancer, researchers say. Yeah, I'm really trying to cut down on my sugar because that's carbohydrates, and carbs are obviously lots of sugar. So I'm really doing my best to try and cut down on bread. And I mean, there is lots of different forms of carbs, obviously. If I do have bread, I've got some wholemeal bread now with some seeds in, because the body deals with it differently. So I was told. So yeah, I'm trying that as well. But I've really cut down on my bread. I have lost some weight. I did get up to 14 and a half. I think I'm down to 14 now. So, and I've been for 3 good long walks this week. It's not easy, is it, walking in this weather? Um, uh, Exclusive. Why are Brits still struggling to get face-to-face GP appointments? Furious ministers for failing to solve crisis amid complaints over Catch-22 system. So use our interactive tool to see how bad the situation is at your practice. How do you have to get appointments? I know that with mine, so I've been told, because I haven't seen the doctor in God knows how many years, that you have to ring up at 8 o'clock, and it's just, literally it's a lucky draw. So and this is also going on saying there's a massive spike in excess deaths and calls for an urgent investigation. NHS is blamed for nearly 3,000 more Brits than usual dying each week. Come on, clap for the NHS, everyone. Whilst they go, hey, I can do a dance. Yeah. Forget protein shakes and pre-workout. Scientists say beetroot juice significantly increases muscle force during exercise. I like beetroot. I love beetroot. I grew beetroot in the garden last year as well, and I'm probably going to grow beetroot in as long as well as many other things in my new allotment as well. From back pain to constipation, telltale symptoms of cervical cancer revealed. Unusual vaginal bleeding, change in vaginal discharge, pain during sex, lower back pain or pelvic pain, persistent UTIs, constipation, leg swelling, and bone pain. There you go. There we go. Another one. Stressed at work, try sniffing rose oil. There we go. Researchers in Iran say aromatherapy, the use of essential plant oils to boost mental well-being, effectively reduce job stress, and its effects could be even greater with continued use. I know I love the smell of that as well. I love this one. Artist 51, plagued by back pain, says using dildos has helped immensely, and now she makes her own surrounds. Oh dear. Oh dear. What's the truth about DIVC jabs and tremors? Viral videos of people violently shaking are shot down by experts who say they could be staged or the result of emotional distress. They are such bastards, aren't they? They really are. Like saying people who are shaking are. Oh, I've got to share this with you. Hang on, look, I'll show you. Look, where are we? Let's come back to that. StreamYard. Let's share this. No, not that one. Present. Share screen. Share screen. That one. Share. Look at that. Look. This poor woman. Yeah, that really looks put on, doesn't it? Experts said it was impossible to know for certain whether the videos were authentic. Dr. Scott Roberts, an associate medical director at Yale School of Medicine in Connecticut, said in one, the tweet says the woman is paralyzed, but in the video, her legs are clearly shaken, and there are multiple points when she clutches her hands. One video shows an elderly woman vigorously shaken as she gingerly steps out of her bathroom. She is then shown sitting on a bed with her legs out in front of her, continuing to shake. Another clip shows a different woman slumped over in a car seat, saying her neck can't move. They're horrible, aren't they? You know, they really are horrible. Let's stop sharing this screen. Stop screen share. There we go. Yeah. Oh, let's have a look in the chat. What's going on in the chat then? Hi, Annette. How are you? Yo, friends. Hi, Annette. She's saying, good for migraines and arthritis. Paula, yeah. Oh, so Paula's obviously said something about migraines. Spanish said, don't drink energy drinks. Yeah, good one. Do not. They're full of sugar. Fever few. Yeah, that's good for headaches, isn't it, Annette? Absolutely. Yeah. So what else have we got down here? Paula said, yeah, it's good for migraines and arthritis. Weefy Man says, I've opted out of the NHS. Trust them not. Weefy, I don't. I don't trust them either. Paula says, neroli is nice. Bergamot, I always have a great smell. Neroli and bergamot goes into my CBD healing salve. And I've got some really good, I've had some really good feedback from people saying it really helps them. It's really been helping. Here's some feedback that I've got. I just want to read it to you that someone says. It says, I'm passing your salve around. It works on scars, back pain, dried rough sore elbows, and there's more. And my nails are better. So there you go. So it's definitely, and I'm getting all sorts of people saying it's really helping them. So I'm really pleased about that. It's nice, big month, blah 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 blah. Let's have a look. Weefy says his son makes toothpaste with peppermint, bicarb, lemon juice, and clay. Oh, excellent! Yeah, I put some peppermint in mine as well. I also put cinnamon because I quite like the taste of cinnamon. But yeah, you can make your own toothpaste. You don't need to rely. It's a really simple thing to make. Really simple thing to make. It's cold, Rob, not 6 foot of snow. For fuck's sake, it's Spanish. Yeah, but you're hard Spanish. You know, you're one of these plumbers that goes out and you can work in all sorts of weather, can't you? Miss Blue Sky says, worth getting organic essential oils. The smell really is that much better. Yeah, I use organic oils myself. Beetroot is 30p a pack at Sainsbury's right now. Yep, beetroot's really good for you. I love a bit of beetroot. Kitty doesn't like beetroot. And with the referral to about the nurses, Jerry says, funny how they held up the front line as heroes a short time ago. Now they can't get enough buses to throw them under. It's all distraction. It's like, don't look over there because we're doing really bad things over here. Oh, Paula, roast beetroot in skin. Try them. I'm going to try that. I haven't roasted beetroot before. I'm gonna give that a go. Uh, yeah, Chris, I agree with that comment. I wish I knew never to trust GPs from the start. Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, the GPs have all been, again, told to doctor us a certain way, and don't, you know, I think half a day. Someone told me I thought it was about a week or 2 weeks, but apparently it's not. It's about half a day training in alternative medicine. Other than that, it's all about drugs, 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 and not, you know, the green type either. Uh, Annette made beetroot pasta, messy but tasty. Nice. Yes. Yeah, why are they posting all that now, Chris? I don't know, mate. Manda's in. Hello, Manda. Nice for you to join us. Better late than never. Um, uh, Raconteurs news. Robert, how do you stay looking so young? Go away. No, go away. I'm busy. No, I'm busy. No, go away. Turn it off. Right. So Jason's in the house. He's watching from YouTube. Jason, can you give us some advice on how to stay warm, please? Yeah, I'm sure you'll give us. Oh, it's Jimmy. So Jason's pretending to be Jimmy again, even though we know Jimmy's already been on the show, and he probably is in the show as well. He likes to do this. Nice of you to join us. Evening, Watson. Yes, absolutely. Let's get rid of that. Uh, Jimmy says, my old man never had many teeth and in the end found great results with Brillo pad. May he rest in peace. Oh, for God's sake. No, go away. No, shut up. Off. There you go. Sorry about that. Nice comment, Jimmy. Thank you. See, that's how we know that Jason is pretending to be Jimmy. I'm going to report you to the police. Mm. It's Robert, actually. It's true. It is me. I'm just pretending. No, it's not urgent, Wi-Fi. Honestly, it's not urgent. Is it GCHQ, Paul? Probably. Yeah, they're probably after us now, aren't they? That's about it, I think. I think we've done about enough for the show, unless you know. So what we can do is we'll put the link up, and anyone who wants to have a little after chat, then you can jump in, have a little chat as well. So please feel free to do so. Thanks for joining me on this random one. I just it was a late decision to do it. I'm sorry about the terrible start, and that I put it down to for kids, and I'm still learning this stuff. So I'm going to put some links up here just for anyone who's interested. Here, let's just put that there, copy that. Let's just do this back to there. So I'm going to post this. This is my this is my Instagram, and here's my shop. If you're interested as well in my salve, which I'm about to make some more of tomorrow because I need to. So if you're interested, please go on this link. And also my Telegram, which I will now copy over. Copied there. And let's go back to there and put my Telegram in here. I post stories in there as well. So if you want to join that, please join that. And if you've enjoyed the show, please give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. I'm going to put the link in the show now. So thanks to everyone who's joined me. Thanks to all those who are watching the show on the playback. I appreciate you spending the time, and everyone who's watched it live and interacted with us tonight. If you want to watch any more of my stuff, please go on my channel. And there's some good interviews there. One, Matt Roski, about electroculture. I've just started my electroculture. I'm going to post a video as well on my channel. I did one on my channel about my allotment. So I've posted that on my channel. And tomorrow I'm going to post one that I did on my walk today, which is on my Instagram as well. But I'm going to put it on as a YouTube short as well. So thanks everyone for joining me tonight and for interacting and having a good old chat. What shall I say? What shall I do? Oh yeah, I've got to put the link up, haven't I? Yeah. So anyone who wants to join, let's copy that and let's put it in here. Please join. You don't have to. You don't have to. If you want to just join, and you don't have to say anything, you can just sit in the chat and have a chat, or just listen to the chat if you want. Or you can write as well in the chat, but you can just sit there and listen. It's entirely up to you. We can get up to 10 guests in because that's what the StreamYard is also for as well. So we can have a private chat. So please do so if you want to come into the chat and have a chat with me. I don't bite. I'll leave you with this one thought. I'm going to start using this every time now. They may come as good as you, but they don't come any better. Remember that. Okay? So thanks again, and I shall see you all very, very soon. And you can also all now say, thank fuck he's gone. See you soon, everyone. Bye-bye. Let's end this broadcast.